Does the sheriff, you guys know all the wishes by heart, though? That's the question.
Yeah.
As long as there's no follow-up questions, we definitely do.
It goes from 1 to 14.
Hey, go wish 4, please. What? Yeah.
I've arguably put them in enough that I should fucking know them.
Okay,
We
so
should go to the wish wall so that we can watch the guys that don't know the pattern how they jump.
okay, so we're going to number ourselves off.
Snake. Yeah, no infinity snake.
We're going to number ourselves 1 to 6. Big Mac, you're going to be 1, and Jeff is going to be 6.
Okay.
I'm going to be 4 again, aren't I?
You can be 4 if you like.
I'm always 4.
4 rhymes with whore.
I'll be 3, Baz be 2, Pink be 4, and Prophet be 5.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Number 5.
Now,
Johnny 5 is alive.
Johnny 5.
if you look above our heads around the outside of this inner circle where we're going round now, there's 3 symbols repeated twice on the other side. Those symbols are also on the outer symbol plates around the outer bit, but there's also 1 extra one. There's 9 plates around the outside, and so 3 of them don't have the symbols that are on the inside. Those 3 plates are dud plates, and if we spawn them, then if we stand on them, then we'll spawn an ogre, which will just be another thing that we have to kill, and it'll slow us down doing damage. So we need to play a step on plates that have the symbols that are displayed on the inside. The numbers I've just given you are going to correspond to whereabouts you're going to go in this area, and also something else afterwards. But for now, let's just have a look where we're all going to stand. So if we think of this as a big clock face,
Go from left to right, yeah.
yeah. So if this is 12, this is the north bit where these steps are. Then we'll have 1 as the first good plate up in the blue room, 2 is the next good plate, 3 is the next good plate, 4 is the next good plate, 5 and around to 6. Jeff, that means that your plate is very likely going to be the last good plate in this area up here, where Minkernator and Prophet are at the moment. So let's just work out which is the false symbol, which is the one that we don't want to stand on. So we have 2-headed snowman snake, 2-headed snake looking down, and cloud snake. So it looks like infinity snake's the dodgy one. Yeah. So Jeff, the very far symbol plates that we want you to stand on, because your number 6 is going to be this one behind me. I am here, Minkernator. Now don't stand on it. Don't stand it on yet. Just remember where it is. So Jeff, you're just round here with me.
Jeff, no. Don't stand on the plates. What are you doing? Fucking hell, man.
So when we decide don't stand on it, please. So when we kick it off, this is going to be where you're going to go to. Let's just hang there for a sec, and I'm just going to make sure Big Mac knows where he's going. So Big Mac, you're number 1. So you're going to be the first good plate starting in the blue room, and the first good plate.
I've never been over there before. Cool.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll be the next one, or number 2 enough.
So where Minkernator is at the moment is where the first good plate is. It's downward head facing snake. So who just trod on it?
Oh shit! I didn't stand on it. I flew over it.
Yeah.
Get on them, lads. Get on them.
Well, no, this is why.
Yeah.
Welcome to.
Does that start it if you fly over it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to
I didn't know that.
live chat.
Well, this is part of why we're learning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you guys up.
Quick way of dying is that standing on. If you look at the plates, there'll be 2 orbs spawning on 2/3 of the plate, and you can stand there, and the orbs will blow up and kill you.
Don't tell Kalli she sounds like a boy.
The night's down. Oh, okay.
Yeah, guys, can you just wipe off these? Otherwise, we'll be all night.
Oh, and Mink's getting serious now.
This is a guy raid. We've got to get through it.
Sorry.
Look at big. It's up there, isn't it? Yeah.
Stand where that orb is behind you, mate.
Turn around.
Is it?
Yeah, stand there. Stand there. Stand there. There we go.
Yeah.
I was looking for the water.
I don't know if there's any water in it, to be honest.
I thought there was a thing you jumped down.
So as you can see, yes, when we stand on it, we're going to set it off, and you may have also noticed that on the plates are divided into thirds. They've got vertical lines, parallel lines even, going through them. On two of those thirds, there'll be like a glowing orb, which will charge up and then blow up and kill you. So when we do kick it off, you've got to keep on moving around the plate and keeping off the third that's got the orb on it. After a short while, as Jeff would have seen with Prophet, he night spawns, and we've got to take him down. Now what that knight does is, if we come into the centre, where's Big Mac? Yeah.
I'm right here.
Where's Jeff?
Up here above you.
Has Jeff got lost? Oh no, there he is.
What don't we have?
Who's just done that?
We started it now.
Yep, with me.
I'm in the middle, so it could have been me.
I'm standing.
Okay, let's try to explain it whilst it's cracking off. So,
I know. About
after we've taken the knights down, after an amount of time, and it's time rather than anything else, that it will go to damage. And then the numbers of good knights we've taken down, the boss is going to spawn on one of the quarters of this circle above these green doors below, on these steps below. The knights, if we take down 6 knights, 6 doors will open up underneath her when she starts to do her final attack. And by getting into those doors, we can save ourselves. Now we just numbered ourselves off. Can everyone remember their numbers?
1.
Oh, twice,
2.
Kalli. Come on, fuck off. Don't be a bitch.
So
Say,
when we
right,
dropped,
say I was the boss. Say I was the boss up here.
yeah, where are you?
Right,
Above
okay.
you.
Oh, and again.
Cool.
Right.
So Baz has just started to do his big attack. He'll put his hands in the air and he'll start singing. There's a text prompt down the bottom left, but you'll hear us saying doors, and we'll all drop down, and then we're going to read these doors from top left across like a sentence to then down and across this way. So the very top. So number 1. You're going to be one in the very top right one, even if that happens to be over here.
Oh,
Yeah?
shit.
And number
It's actually here
6, Jeff, you want to be the bottom left one, even if that happens to be over here.
I mean, we could actually do a practice run here.
So basically, the first door we're going to get to.
Jeff. Come down here now. And Mac. What doors are open?
Yep.
Which ones are you going to go to? Find your doors.
Oh, damn it. I was right at my door, but I couldn't get in it.
So yours, Jeff, would have been 4th along the top then. That would have been number 1. Sorry, Mac, sorry.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I was at.
Right.
Alright, cool. Okay, so that's how we get to damage. We stand on the plates, we kill the knights. They give us doors to survive the final attack. We'll keep on going up, giving a slash. I'll put a bubble down and throw a grenade at her. If you happen to have a Nova bomb or something like that, you can throw that at her. However, something that we've found works pretty well is that we're going to get some freebie damage on her first. So before even we get to the proper damage stage.
Nice damage for him.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
So the way we get some freebie damage on her, I don't know if you noticed, but once the plates are set off, she'll start going around the place to visit. And that being the case, we can tempt her to a plate and then all pile onto her with swords and whatnot. That gives us a little bit extra damage on her, about 10%, which should hopefully mean, if we're all quick getting our swords out and giving her a slap, that we can one phaser, you know. Right. So, is there any questions?
Yes, one.
Go for it.
When we're looking at the snakes or the symbol that isn't there, what is, or is there bad one? What exactly are we looking at? Because I'm looking at the two in the back are the plates.
We've got 3.
So if
and
you look,
I see the 2 figure 8, the 2 infinity ones up
So
top.
it's cloud. It's cloud snake is what.
Cloud
it is.
snake's the odd one out. You
So-
see, like, so they've got two symbols on each section, right?
There's only ever 4 symbols in here, and they're the same 4 symbols. 3 of which are around the middle.
So this one here,
There's
Mac,
one. Yeah.
is cloud snake where I'm standing now. See what I am?
Oh, yeah.
behind you,
That's
behind
bad.
you.
That's bad.
Yeah, turn around, turn around.
Standing
You see the cloud snake behind me?
Yeah.
Unison.
Yeah.
So we know that's the bad one because if you're standing in this middle bit where we're standing, where Minkernator's standing, there's three sets of symbols above your head, and that cloud snake is not one of them. So we know that's the bad plate. That's one of the bad plates.
Okay. Just for my own
Yeah, sure.
knowledge.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
That's what's throwing me off, because I see the 2 infinity snakes that I'm looking at right now, and then I see the ones in the back. And then I see the cloud snake off to the far right.
No, so look at Minkernator. Look at Minkernator. So
Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'll come over to you.
No, stay there, because you're going to need some perspective. So if you look above my head, where I am now, that's that's one of the signs telling us which is a good one. This is one of the other ones that's telling us which is a good one.
And the one you're standing
And you're standing underneath the other one.
Basically, the ones on the perimeter of this circle are the ones that you need to match. Anything outside this circle of the perimeter is the actual plates you go and stand on.
And if you do stand on them plates, they'll spawn ogres.
Yeah, you don't want to do that unless you're doing a challenge.
So we can see that snowman snake above us, and we can see the 2-headed downward snake to our left, and we can see the infinity snake there. So if we look out and we look at the symbols that are above the plates, that cloud snake isn't there. So that cloud snake's the wrong one, and that's the one we don't want to stand on. Or one of the ones that we don't want to stand on. There's 3 plates we don't want to stand on the outside.
It looks like there's one on each. No, there's not.
Yeah, because I see the cloud.
There's 2 cloud on this side, yeah.
Yeah, so there's 2 cloud on this side and then 1 cloud over there.
So if you remember how I told you to identify your plate, you're number 1, aren't you? So which
number 1, so.
which of these plates up here is the plate that you're going to jump on?
That one right there, the 2-headed downward.
Yeah, that's right, because it's a good symbol and it's the first one there. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Is that where it runs from? By the way, I didn't know that. Is it start from the left-hand side of the blue room and then goes around?
I've just made it up, the pink. It makes sense to me. If you use the stairs as 12.
Yeah, it does. I don't need it, but I just for future describing it to other users.
I think it's good because it means that if we go to a second damage, the people know where they should know where they're going.
Let's talk about second damage phase, because plates are going to switch then, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's not always going to be your plate to stand on. It is for now, but once we go to a second damage phase, say if that's the one you're standing on as an odd one out, you're going to have to move, and you might have to move to a completely different area depending on how the RNG is.
Right.
So, say for instance, then your plate you can't stand on, or you can't stand on any of these in here. Where would be the first plate you'd probably go to on the second phase? So this area was completely blocked off, all the plates you couldn't stand on. Where would be the next plate you go to?
Well, I'm assuming I'd go to the
Going in the clockwise motion, yeah.
I'm assuming I would go to this one over here.
Dead
Excellent.
right.
Yeah, dead right, yeah.
And Jeff, do you understand everything that's been saying? Are you on it?
Jeff? He's passed
Oh,
out.
Jeff.
He's
Sleep, guys, on it. Oh, God, he's supposed to sleep on the first raid.
That Belgian beer's knocked him up.
Wake up, Jeff. You get it, Jeff,
Brilliant.
yeah?
Brilliant. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to tempt her to the plate where Minkernator is now, because we're lazy and this was the one that we know she turns up at. So if everyone comes to Minkernator,
Yeah.
Just so you know, I'm taking. Oh, do you want me to do it as in number 4 from the like? So I'm door 4. Do I count 4 along here then? Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in which case I've got all 3 in here. So 1, 2.
There's 3 on the rocks as well.
3, 4. So I would be the first one over on this side then. Okay, that's good. I like it.
Yeah.
New point of reference for me. Okay, so that one, that snowman snake over here is my first one. This one
Okay,
here.
so
Yeah.
Okay,
if everyone wants to come to Minkernator,
Yes.
yeah. I'll get the oppressive.
who was 5? Who was 5?
Prof.
Prof. This is going to be your plate here, mate. And she's going to show up just to tell Big Mac and Jeff, she's going to show up exactly where I am. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to sling an oppressive darkness grenade at her feet, and we are all going to slash her up with our swords. All right. You pretty much only get a chance to do 1 big heavy, and then a couple of light ones. But trust me, it's enough to take off about 10% of her health. So it's a nice little kind of freebie we can start with. If we go to second down, if we don't kill her in one go, then we won't bother. We won't be doing this again. We'll just all go to our place and set it off as normal. But this time round, what's going to happen is we'll get Prophet to jump on that plate. We'll wait for her to turn up, and we'll all slash her up. Yeah, simples. But then as soon as she moves off, everybody else moves off to the plates they're supposed to be on. So I'm just going to remind myself where I need to be.